Every day I'm looking for a way to return.
Hey there everyone, welcome back to Measure and Mix. Today I'm in my dining room because I'm going to bring you along with me while I give it a little bit of a refresh by adding some board and batten to the walls around the room. If you're new to my channel and like home decor and DIYs on a budget, stick around by hitting the subscribe button and don't forget to ring that bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so I already have board and batten in my entryway. I put that in a few years ago when we first moved into this home. I love the way it looks. It really brightened up the space. Now you can see my dining room when you walk into my home as well. So I stopped the board and batten at a window that kind of divides my entryway from my dining room. But since you can still see it when you walk into my home, I feel like it would be good to continue that board and batten all the way around the dining room and kind of give it a refresh and give some character to this space because it's just kind of boring in this dining room. Now what I need to do first is I need to go around my room and measure and mark out where my vertical 1x4s are going to be at on my wall. So I need to do a little pre-planning, and that is going to help me figure out how many pieces of 1x4 I'm going to need to get at Home Depot. I ended up buying these 1x4 by 8 foot prime MDF boards for $3.62. I also purchased 1x2 by 8 foot boards that were also primed for $1.76. These boards are going to work out best for me to put on the wall because they are already sanded and primed and they aren't bowed or uneven. So it's definitely worth spending an extra couple dollars and getting these boards to make less work for yourself. And then I also purchased some white semi-gloss paint, some latex caulking, some construction adhesive, some nails, and a few other paint supplies. So now it's time to start putting up the board and batten on the wall. I'm going to start off with the top horizontal pieces so that way I know how tall my board and batten is going to be. Now since I previously have already done this in my entryway, my board and batten is going to be measuring 61 inches high from the top of my baseboards. Now I did not replace my baseboards with the board and batten. I left my pre-existing baseboards up in my entryway, so I'm going to do that in my dining room as well. But you can replace your baseboards with 1x4s, so that way your baseboards and your 1x4s, your horizontal 1x4s are even together. I didn't mind the look, so I was okay with leaving my existing baseboards. Plus I didn't want to spend any extra money, so that is why I did it this way. I went ahead and cut my horizontal pieces and attached them to the wall with some construction adhesive on the back, and then with my nail gun I reinforced them with 2-inch nails.
Don't know when it started to get so serious, building up an illusion of a world full of trust.
Now I did have one outside corner in my dining room, and I went ahead and mitered that together because I thought it looked a lot better that way. I used a miter box that I got off of Amazon for this. Since I only had one corner, it was easy to do that way.
My soul in need of remedy. Don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough. Hiding away from everyone, I don't know where I'm coming from. It feels like it never.
Now that the top horizontal pieces are on, I can attach the vertical pieces. So I just measured from the bottom of the horizontal piece to the bottom of my baseboard, cut those pieces, and again attached them with some construction adhesive and my nail gun.
How can I be sure I'm holding on when everything's gone? I've gotta be strong. Confusion in my mind, no way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy, don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough.
Now when I got to the boards underneath the staircase, for those I had to cut the tops of them at an angle to follow the baseboard underneath the staircase. So I just cut the bottoms off, and then I came back with them and then just traced the angle underneath the stairs and then cut the angle and then place the boards on the wall that way. Then I forgot in my entryway on the other side of the staircase that the baseboard underneath the staircase needed to be replaced with a 1x4 because the baseboard wasn't thick enough and the 1x4s on the wall stuck out farther than the baseboard. So the baseboard was the same width as the 1x4, so it was 4 or 3.5 inches because 1x4s are not 4 inches wide. So anyways, it worked perfectly that I could just pop off the baseboard. It came off in 3 separate pieces, 2 small pieces and 1 long piece. I just popped them off and I used those pieces as a template to cut the 1x4s out. So then I just put the 1x4s on with a little bit of construction adhesive and some nails. All right, next we need to do the second set of horizontal pieces. So I'm just gonna measure in between the vertical pieces and I'm gonna cut those to size and attach them the same way I attached all the other pieces.
Moving on when everything's gone. It's hard to be strong. Confusion in my mind. No way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy. Don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough. Hiding away from everyone. I don't know where I'm coming from. It feels like it never happened. Maybe just a dream. Could it be my imagination running out of steam? All I know is every time I see you, I feel insecure. I'm unable to find
The last pieces I need to cut are the 1x2 boards for the ledge that sits on top of that first horizontal board that goes all the way around the room. So I just cut that to size and I mitered the corners where I needed them to be mitered at and attached them again with just a little construction adhesive and my nail gun.
soul in need of remedy. Don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get.
Once the boards were all installed onto the wall, I just needed to fill the gaps between the boards and the wall. So I used some white acrylic caulking to do that. I just filled all of the gaps and all of the seams with that and then smoothed it out with my finger. And this is just gonna give it a seamless look so that way everything looks cohesive. And I don't know about you, but I am so messy with this stuff. It's not even funny, no matter what I do. So it helps to have a wet paper towel or rag around so that way you can wipe your fingers and wipe the walls as you're going. And the last step is to just give everything a coat of whatever color paint you want to use. So I'm just doing mine in white, and you have to go around and edge all of the corners and edges and everywhere, which this takes a long time. So this process and the caulking process takes the longest time, but it is well worth it in the end. So I just came back after I got everything edged and rolled the white paint onto the walls and did a few coats of that, and then it was ready, and here is the reveal.
Don't know when it started to get so serious. Building up an illusion of a world full of trust. Moving on when everything's gone. It's hard to be strong. Confusion in my mind. No way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy. Don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get.
I absolutely love how my dining room turned out. It feels so much bigger and so much brighter now. I love how the front of the house flows so much better and is more cohesive. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram and Facebook for more behind the scenes and day-to-day life. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.